Solid stone counters are really popular today, and the big questions I have is how do you decide what stone to choose? And mostly I'm curious about what the process is and how they make it. And joining me today is Sunny from Cascade Flooring America, and he's going to help us get started here. So first question is, how do I choose my stone?
Well, you know, a lot of that is nowadays we don't just have 5 granites to choose from. We've got thousands of granites to choose from all over the world.
See behind us,
which is really awesome. You know, the easiest thing to do is kind of people know they have a sense of style or color and what they want to be doing in their home, and all of it kind of leads from one thing to another. So we'll start kind of with your colors and schemes, and then start looking at granite selections. And we have these little samples here, which are what most people start with, and that kind of gives you an idea of what that granite's going to look like.
Okay.
Now, when I say an idea, because granite's a natural product,
sure,
every piece is a little unique or different.
Each cut's going to be a little bit different.
Exactly, yeah.
So how do I make sure that the piece I get is going to really make me happy?
Well, what I do is make sure you fall in love with the piece.
Okay.
To the point, at least where we can get some hard numbers for you, because granite has different costs. We have entry-level granites that start at one price, and you know you can spend as much as you want. It's America, right? You want the
Sure.
blue bahia that has the extravagant blue colors, and it's a little more rare in the world, and those are going to cost a little more. But now, with the way we're purchasing things and working with fabricators, we've actually negotiated some great pricing that are coming up. And you start with picking a style of granite. Say it was this one you want to do through your home. We give you a rock bottom price as far as your budget.
Okay.
Now, at that point, we actually go down and take a look at the slabs that are actually in stock, and you choose the ones that are being fabricated into your counter. So that very slab will be what you get in your kitchen.
So I can pick my own slab out.
Exactly.
Okay, so can you show me how we do that?
Yeah, let's go out and we'll take a look at some.
Let's take a look. Okay, Sunny, so I got a lot of selection here. So tell me a little bit about some of the big pieces and what the differences will make on a final product.
Well, you're going to find something that's a little bit unique, I think. I'm going to sneak right behind you here. When you're looking at a piece and you're looking at a chunk this big, you look at the veining and all the details that come into a large slab. That's what your counter is. So if you have a large sprawling island, or you have a big counter in the kitchen, you're really curious of showing more pattern, this is going to be one that's going to lend to that, where there's some granites that are very tight celled and they're not going to have a whole lot of action or movement. But it's hard to pick off those little samples. Okay. So you literally would, if this is one, you just love the colorations and how it looks, you literally, well, like they did, it's already on hold, you know what I mean? Put your name on it, and that's going to be made into your counter.
Okay. So what's the next process after that?
Well, after you've dedicated those slabs, so say it takes 2 to do your job, okay, then first thing, even before that even happens, to give you project costs, we come out and do a free template as far as a pre-measure. So we come out and measure the counter out and find out what the project costs are going to be for the particular granite you chose. Sure. And say you pick another granite that costs 10 feet, it's $10 a square foot more, and you have 10 feet of counter, then you're only paying $100 more to do different granites. So we can really quickly shoot numbers to you looking at a lot of different granites, okay, depending on what you want to do. Once you do that and you have approved the project costs, then you come down, pick the slabs, and we set up a template. Okay. A template's where they come out and actually they make a template of your counter. And it sounds odd, but they use basically little wood veneer sticks they've ripped down, and they create an exact template of your counter. At that point, they'll take it over to a CAD machine over here that will actually scan it. They manually scan it, and that'll tell another machine, which is called a bridge saw, that is all automated, will cut out the slabs, goes through a process on a CNC machine of routing your profile, because we have edges to choose from. So,
and before they do that, can you set it up so I don't happen to like a certain pattern, as long as the slab is big enough?
Yeah,
how do you orientate?
With granite, you're going to have natural, things that are going to happen within the granite that you may or may not like. Someone may want that to be a focus point, right. Other people would not want it in the counter. Now, when you get down to that, you'd have to be here and you'd have to make a special request to be part of the templating, okay, which they would actually put the template out, tell you what it's going to look like, what it's going to be on your counter. But most of the time, most people will come in and say, hey, this looks great, I want to make this the focal point, I really like this part, stay away from these, and they'll give a little input, but they'll leave it up to the pros, which do it every day.
Okay, all right. So we've got the template down,
yep,
and then we're going to start cutting.
Yeah, so they get it all cut up into basically what will be your counters with a raw edge like this. And then it'll actually go through in CNC machine and choosing if you want a full round over double radius or a OG pencil edges. There's 20-some different choices, and that's just our standard packages, right?
That's all computerized.
That's all computerized through basically a CNC machine. And then the only manual part of it on our side is the installation, okay, and also the hand polishing. So after they create the profile, they'll still go through with some wet polishing and actually hand polish it out to get that perfect finish.
Okay. And there are some efficiencies now before where you'd have to buy 2 slabs when you only needed one in a small
you probably
part.
noticed these are not full slabs. Right. This is a full slab. So other projects that we have done may have used these portions, but they were only charged for their net square footage. Okay. So you're only charged for what you need for your job, not what needed to be purchased as far as raw materials. Because we have 10 of these all the same die lot or quarry, we can take one and use it on the next project, and efficiencies have improved, lowered the costs. Everybody likes that part. Yeah.
So Sunny, you also have an event coming up.
Yeah, so we have our private sale coming up, and we've actually negotiated some really awesome values. So partnered up with a fabricator that has 25 exotic granites that would normally retail for $100 a square foot. We're going to be doing for $60 a square foot, one day only. And we also have a treatment that is a 25-year stain treatment they're going to have on the granite. That is usually about a $500 to $1,000 upgrade, and that's going to be free for the one-day sale as well.
Oh, that sounds great. Well, thank you for the education and the tour. And if you'd like more information, stop by Cascade Flooring America or go to fusionnw.com and we'll click you over to their website. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.